welcome back to Let's Wine About It. If you are new here, my name is Elise, and on my channel we talk all things wine and all things that make you want to grab a glass of wine. If you are not new here, hey girl, hey. Now today I am going to be taking you guys with me as I get ready for a solo date and go out on my solo date. And it has been a really long time since I've done a solo date. Like, I need to get back to doing it. I had a whole video about solo dating and like top reasons why you should solo date and tips on how to solo date if you're new at it. And so I'll try and link the video, our earlier video about solo dating, somewhere in here. But yeah, I can't recommend it enough. And honestly, I call it solo dating, but it's really just like spending time with yourself. It's a form of self-care. Whether you're in a relationship or not, I just think it's really beneficial to take yourself out. Like, it can be very therapeutic. One of the reasons that I think solo dating is like really important, especially for like people who are like me. There's multiple reasons, again, reference the video, but one of the reasons that I think for myself is important is because I'm a serial monogamist, especially back in my 20s, like long-term monogamous relationships, even the early parts of my 30s. Like, I was always in a relationship. And so what that means for me is like the highs and lows of my life I experience as someone's girlfriend. Like, if anything really great happened to me, I had a partner, you know, that shared that experience with me. If anything really bad happened, again, I had a partner to go through that and share that experience with me, which is great. That is a part of the human experience, is to be able to share your life and your experiences with someone. But it can create dependency, like codependency, in those moments, like where maybe those really great moments aren't able to be really enjoyed if they're not being enjoyed with someone else, or those really difficult moments are hard to get through if you aren't getting through it with someone else. And again, like, I'm not saying that you go on solo dates to learn how to be alone, but even when you're in a partnership, you should be able to still get joy from things, or still be able to process difficult emotions without that partnership. Because honestly, like, sometimes your partner will not be there, or doesn't have the capacity to be there for you in the way that they typically are, or that you desire them to be. And you still should be able to enjoy those joyous occasions or get through those tough times when your partner isn't able to like meet you where you are. So it's a solo dates, amongst other things, it breeds good life skills. For example, if I'm ever in a situation where I am with a partner and they don't have the capacity because of whatever they're dealing with in life, like, I know that I still will be able to find joy and happiness, you know, within me, while my partner works through whatever they need. The pressure is off of them to be like 100% my source of happiness in life, right? And the pressure's off of them to be able to to have to soothe me through difficult times. Now, again, your partner should be that kind of partner to you, but in reality, sometimes they're not able to meet you there every single time. So anyway, I feel like I'm kind of talking in circles, but I think y'all feel me. Y'all get what I'm saying. I'm not saying that you should build a life where you don't need nobody, or like, you know, that's absolutely not what I'm saying. I'm 100%, like I said, I'm a serial monogamist. I love partnership. I think it's a beautiful thing, but realistically, that's not always the case. And so, yeah, being able to pour into yourself and enjoy yourself and support yourself are key life skills that every person should develop and solo dating helps you get there. And then also, sometimes it's just good to be alone with your own thoughts and experience things, like just kind of like a reset. Like, I know for me and my like 9 to 5 job, I talk all day long. Like, from the time I punch in until the time I punch out, I'm talking to people. I'm advising people, I'm reporting on how I'm doing at work, or it's constant talking, and engaging with other people. And if you have a family, and you come home and you engage and you're talking, and sometimes it's just good to get away and be by yourself and not talk and not think and just enjoy an experience, and be still. Lastly, and this is all these things are currently like where I am today and why I need to get back to solo dating. But if you are dating, like I recently just kind of like got back out there, so to speak, it can be so exhausting. Dating can be exhausting, like the whole getting to know somebody, dealing with their traumas, which I'll tell y'all about. I'll tell y'all, share some stories with y'all, some dating stories in a little bit. But sometimes it can be exhausting, and solo date is a nice like reprieve from that, like where you can still have like the get dressed up, go out without like dealing with other people's like neurosis and like trauma. Sometimes you want to go out, but you don't necessarily feel like dealing with like the new stages of dating. And so anytime I start to feel like that in the dating process, I take a little break and I take myself out. And it's a good way to pick out outfits for future dates and different spots to go to as well. So that is what I'm about to do. And I'm gonna put some makeup on my face. I don't know what I'm gonna wear, but I feel like I want to be comfortable. I feel like I'm about to rock some tights tonight. Let's go get dressed. Anytime I go on a solo date, I have to set the vibe first, to get like me in the mood. And this is my solo dates and going out on dates. Like, I set the vibe, I get my wine or drink of choice, I light my candle, I get the music going, and yeah, I slowly take my time. I make sure that I set up enough time so I don't feel rushed and I can just kind of vibe out. And then when I'm ready, I feel good, and I'm out the door. Just make sure that you are not overly sipping, because if you're taking yourself out, you also bring yourself back home. So don't overdo it. Let's go. Okay, so I am sipping on O.P.P today. Yeah, you know me. Was that corny? I feel like that was a little corny, but whatever. I'm sipping on O.P.P. Let me turn this music down before they flag my video. I bought this bottle with you guys last week when I was doing my re-up, but I really didn't talk about it. I think I've reviewed this bottle before. It is hands down one of my favorite Pinot Noirs. Very approachable. It is definitely a New World American Pinot. This is not your Pinot from France. It definitely has like that fruit forwardness, lots of cherry, lots of earthiness to it. And it's just a really like approachable wine. So yes, you can absolutely pair this like with a grilled chicken or something like that. But it's approachable. You can just sip on it, which is what I'm about to do. It's very affordable. I think I showed you guys last week. It's like $20, $21. Cannot buy this in like your local grocery store. I do not think like Publix has this, but I got this from Total Wine. You can definitely, sorry guys, I got you guys in my hand right now. But you can definitely get this like from your local wine shop. Most of them will have O.P.P. It's from Maison Noir, Andre Max brand. Oregon Pinot. I love a good Oregon Pinot from the Willamette Valley. I can't say much more about it. Super drinkable, nice balance. It's dry, like as in not sweet, and has good levels of acidity, so it's going to get your mouth watering. So again, great qualities to pair with food, but still very drinkable for when you're just sipping and getting ready for your solo date. So I'm thinking something like the lighting. Ugh. So I'm thinking something like a little, I want to do a little something like maybe like a crop top with a blazer and some tights. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm thinking about this little number here. I like it because it's nice and bright and fun, but also it's pretty light for the summertime, and the sleeves roll up, so it's still good to wear in this weather. And it's a 9 West blazer that I got from, I think I got this from like, did I get this from Macy's? I can't remember, but yeah, it's a 9 West blazer. So gonna throw this on, and probably with these Lululemon like dupe tights. I freaking love these tights. I literally have 4 pair in the same color in black. 1 for my lounge, 2 for my workout, 3 to go out in, and then just an extra pair just in case one of them starts to fade or like gets a hole or something in them. But they are so good. I'm gonna show them to you. Maybe I'll link them, but they're like these Lululemon dupes I found on Amazon, completely non-see-through. You can do a split, a herky, or whatever you want. Ain't no panty showing, ain't no, your butt's not showing through these. Nice, thick, stretchy, super comfortable. They're just my faves. And then probably like a little black top or something underneath. Yeah, let's go get dressed. All right, y'all, so I'm going to attempt to chat with y'all while I do my makeup. Actually, let me fix the light. Hold on one. All right, so I told y'all I was gonna talk to y'all a little bit about like dating men that have trauma. It's a very real thing. Me and my girls, we went out to this really cute restaurant. I'm gonna drop a clip in from this bar we went to last night. It's called Rose Bistro and Bar, I think. It's in Atlantic Station. Have not been to Atlantic Station in years, like literally years. Like maybe since like 2010, 12-ish era. So, but anyway, we ended up there, and it was really cute. It was very cute. So I'm gonna drop some clips here. Very nice little date night or girls night out vibe. But yeah, we went there yesterday, and we're talking about like people think it's women out here that are like trauma dating, but there are so many men who, especially who are on dating apps, that are just like dealing with past trauma. And so I know there are women too. It's all around. Like if you are on the apps, I think that's where most trauma happens, like on the apps, because there's so many like people on there that want different things but are presenting themselves as wanting a relationship, but really everyone wants different things on there. So like being on an app, and like I think that I'm wanting a relationship, but really what I'm wanting is like companionship or somebody to talk to for that moment, but I'm not like in a place to have a real relationship. You get connected with someone who's genuinely looking to be in a relationship, and then they have like triggers. They start developing these like triggers that come out of nowhere and reveal themselves way too early in a relationship when you're trying to get to know someone. So I'm gonna give y'all some examples of what I'm talking about while I attempt to get ready for this solo date. By the way, like this little thing here, I just discovered it. Illuminating primer. This is from Milani. maybe like $7, I think. This girl be working. But anyway, so I was telling, we were, you know, kind of telling like war stories over drinks. And I was talking to this guy once, and met him on a dating app. And he was like really big on like voice notes, and I appreciate a good voice note. I love that they have that feature now on dating apps, because your voice can really kind of tell you, you know, the personality, the swag, so to speak, you know, from a voice, you know. So when he messaged me with a voice note, I didn't think anything of it. I'm like, okay, cool. I can hear his voice. I like that. At the time, I was actually getting over being sick. Yes, I was sick again. And so I couldn't leave a voice note because my voice, I sound terrible. So I told him that. I was like, hey, thanks for the voice note. Nice to meet you. Can't send one back right now because I am getting over a cold and I'm just getting my voice back. He exchanged like maybe one or two messages before he asked to exchange phone numbers, which, you know, you gotta, like, some women don't like that. Some women like to like stay on the app a little while longer and chat and you on the app before exchanging numbers. Me, I'm just like, listen, you know, like, I can block you. If you turn out not to be someone I want to continue speaking with, I will block you. I mean, it's just like a stranger asking you for your number if they met you in a grocery store or whatever. So I don't have a problem with that. I don't check the apps often. I'm very guilty of not checking the apps, and I don't have notifications set up. I hate notifications. I don't know, something about it gives me anxiety when my phone is constantly like dinging, going off. So I don't have notifications set up. I just actively have to go in there and check all the time. So I would prefer, if I'm vibing with somebody, you know, they get straight to it and, you know, hey, let's exchange numbers. Obviously we connect. Let's FaceTime. That's the kind of like, that's the cadence I like to follow. Exchange a few chats. You don't seem to be a creep. Let's exchange numbers. Let's video chat so that see or whatever, it's not like a blind date when we actually go out on a physical date. We've already had a conversation. You've seen me. You know if I'm attractive outside of my profile picture. That's how I like to roll. So this guy, you know, he had points because I like that he did the voice note. I like that he went out and asked for the number after a few chats. He wasn't wasting a lot of time. I give him my number like on maybe like a Saturday or Sunday. He doesn't text me until like Monday. And he sends a voice note. Now, it's a number that I don't have saved in my phone. It's just a random number that comes through with, like, at first glance, it looks like a link. Or something that I have to click on from an unknown number. There's no text, there's no nothing. It's just a random number out of state with a voice note attached to it. And so I immediately think, oh, this is spam. I'm not touching this. I'm not opening it. And a couple days go by and I go back on the app and I'm like, hey, he never sent me his number. He never messaged me. I'm like, huh. Another day goes by and I'm like, oh, you know what? I bet you that was him. So I go back, I click on the link, and sure enough, it's him. And so I message him and I say, hey, I'm so sorry. I just now clicked on this link. I thought it was spam. You know, people, you know, they try and get you, you know, crack a joke or something like that. I'm like, I'm so sorry. How are you? And then he messages me back, hey, Elise, I'm no longer interested. Best of luck to you. Who hurt you, boo? Who hurt you? Like, I've dated guys like that. Like, oh, you took too long to respond. Or I know that he sent that because of the length of time it took me to respond. But honey, you sent me a voice link with no introduction. And even if I had like genuinely taken that long to respond to his text message. I don't know, I just feel like that's some aggressive energy to have for someone that you're just trying to get to know, that has no commitment to you. That just seemed extreme, like, oh, I'm no longer interested, which is fine. I mean, I appreciate him saying that, because just based on how his reaction was to that and how he handled that, like, I doubt that we would be the type of people that could connect any further. But clearly that was a trigger for him. Like that, someone taking long to respond, and him losing interest like that, it's because he's being triggered. He just got out of a relationship or a situation where he feels like somebody wasted his time, or he dated someone who took a really long time to respond to messages and turns out they were cheating or not interested. Something like that. Something like that warrants like those extreme, like unforgiving reactions to missteps in dating. And so, like, that's the difficult part about online dating. No one has patience or grace, because you're going through dating people like so quickly, and people get invested very quickly in situations that don't work out, and then they start picking up triggers, and which just creates like this ongoing cycle. Which just creates like this ongoing cycle of hurt people hurting people. That's dating. That's dating. My friend was telling me about a guy she was talking to. They went out on one date, and he said that he wanted to go out on a second date. At the end of the first date, he said, I want to do this again. Let's do this again. And she's like, yeah, absolutely. And so like a couple of days went by, and they had been talking, but he hadn't brought up going out on another date yet. And then so she kind of just was like, hey, you mentioned us going out on a date soon. Did you have something in mind? And then he was like, well, I was waiting for you. I was waiting for you to ask. And she was like, oh, well, I just assumed because you mentioned you want to, take me out on a date at the end of our last date. And he was like, see, you one of those type, huh? You one of those type. And she's like, what do you mean? He's like, why can't you take me on the date? You sitting here waiting around for me to take you. You just want a meal, don't you, huh? That's what you're trying to get out of it. You want a meal. And she's like, no, I can buy my own meals. Like, I'm trying to get to know you. I thought you were trying to get to know me. And he's like, yeah. The next time we go out, you're taking me on a date. Sir, who hurt you, boo? Who hurt you? This is trauma. He's dated a woman who he was being used for dates. And I know that happens. I know that happens to men a lot. The casualties of dating, I feel like. But, he apparently had just come out of something where he felt used, or that someone was, oh man, dang it. 1 second, y'all. So he had just come out of a situation where clearly he felt the woman was taking advantage of him, and he told himself, never again will I pay for more than one date. His reaction, he had an extreme reaction. That's what happens. Like, when people are triggered or have trauma, they start to have like extreme reactions to these triggers, and that's why, like, everybody need to go to therapy. I say this all the time, but people don't even realize that they're going through or reacting to a trigger, and then all of a sudden you single for 10 years wondering why, what's going on. Dating sucks and women are terrible and men are terrible. But honey, you're being triggered and you don't even know it. Walking through life pissed off at people because you have irrational reactions to normal human experiences and human, you know, like I said before, like dating faux pas. Like, you cannot get, everyone is not going to react in a way, in the way that you would react in situations. And that doesn't mean that they're trying to play you. That doesn't mean that they're not interested. You know, there's a fine line between, you know, looking out for red flags and thinking the worst in everyone. And you get burnt enough and you go on so many dates, like your mind automatically like red flag, and you filter out potentially really good people because, you know, you don't want to waste your time, or you feel like the last person that did something similar to this behavior turned out to be an asshole or whatever. So like, you want to keep your mind open to, you know, red flags and be observant, but modify your reaction. Most people are not terrible human beings. Most people, like, are not like out to do you harm. Worst case scenario, people are just, they're not self-aware. A lot of times that's what it is. They're just not self-aware, and they're not aware of how their actions affect others. That's the biggest crime in dating. Yes, of course, there's like fuckboys and gold diggers out there exist, but I honestly, maybe I'm just being an optimist, but I feel like for the most part, most human beings are not just terrible people, and we all out here just trying to do the best we can in these dating streets, and we just need to have grace for one another and not take things personally. Everybody not out here out trying to break your heart. It happens. That's life. And, you know, we just got to take our L's, see our therapist, take a break from dating, and then keep it moving. That's how we got to do it. So many, like, hurt people out here dating, like, that just aren't ready, that are super sensitive about everything. I have no idea. I mean, I guess my makeup is turning out okay, but talking and doing makeup at the same time. And I'm not like a big makeup person. You know, half the time I don't know what I be doing. So thank y'all for bearing with me. And I think you're supposed to do your eyebrows first. But I don't really do anything to my eyebrows anyway, but like do a little bit of shading and brushing. So yeah, I'm just about to do that real quick. What should I do for the lip? I kind of was wanting to do like a little red lip, but I can't do the red lip and the orange jacket. That would be crazy. So if I do a red lip, I can't do the orange jacket. So what do I want more? I want the red lip, or I want the orange jacket. What y'all think? I wish y'all could talk to me and help me pick out an outfit. I also really like this. Oh, I really like Milani. I didn't even realize, but let me put my hand up. Milani setting spray, make it dewy. She be holding your girl down too. Like when I use this in combination with that primer, and I usually put this on after I put on like my liquid makeup, and then I put it on again at the end to set everything on top of the primer, and it holds your girl down. All the makeup stays in place the whole entire day. So yeah, Milani has some good primer and setting spray. All right, y'all, let's go get dressed. Okay, so I changed my mind on the outfit. I actually am going to wear this kind of casual black knit dress. No, I'll put a picture up for you guys because I really wanted to do a red lip today. Ladies, we know what it is, the MAC Ruby Woo. It's a classic. I really wanted to do a red lip, so we're gonna do black dress, red lip situation. And I know I'm supposed to put like liner on with this. Actually, hold on, let me get my situation together and put some liner on, and then we're gonna add the lip. think I'm gonna go to I think I'm gonna go to Capers tonight. You know what I'm giving? I'm giving myself Tina Knowles vibes with the blonde and the red lip. I'm giving myself Tina Knowles vibes right now, but we gonna rock with it. Tina's beautiful. Um, but yeah, so I think I'm gonna go to Capers. If y'all are in the Atlanta area, it's a black-owned restaurant. It's in Kennesaw. Um, I love it. They have the best calamari. Like their whole menu is bomb. So, but I love their calamari. So, like I'm already like thinking of what I'm gonna get. Just an update on the dating situation. I still haven't given that guy the Father's Day gift. He was supposed to come up here this weekend, but he had daddy duty. So the joys of dating someone who has kids. Again, this is like my first time doing that, so it's all new to me. I'm a little disappointed. That's the thing about having kids. Like even at work, they're always a good excuse to like get out of something. Not saying he used them to get out of. You seen me. He could have though. Am I being triggered? Is this a trigger? I mean, honestly, like it could be. He could be using his kids as an excuse, but I don't think that's the case. But everything's a possibility until it's not, right? So we have not had another date yet. He's very communicative. Like we talk all the time. He seemed disappointed himself, so there's that. So I still have the gift, and I don't know if he'll like it or not. Anyway, that's the update on that, and yeah, I'll let y'all know how it goes if and when I ever give this gift to him. Maybe I should just mail it to him. Should I mail it? Would that be doing too much to mail him the gift, or should I just wait until I see him again? I think I should wait. I'm gonna wait until I see him again, because if I don't ever see him again, if this was just like his kind of way of like, you know, backing out, then, you know, that saved me some money and return that got me some perfume. Because I do want to get some more perfume. I've been on like a perfume like buying like spree and trying to find something that I really love. Y'all, I almost broke this thing. But I just recently bought this Valentino perfume. It's okay. I'm not in love with it. I wear it to work. And see, it's like when I smell it like this, I really like it. But then when it dries down on the skin, it's a little too like musky for me. I like a sweet, fresh, kind of spicy. And this has sweet and spicy in it, but then it dries down kind of like it almost smells like an older woman's perfume. So, I don't know. I'm not, it's okay. My favorite perfume, I don't even know if I want to share it with y'all because like it's mine. As you can see, it's like I need to re-up on that. But Burberry Her, I love the way this smells. And yeah, I'm wearing it tonight. I love this perfume. I also really like Marc Jacob Perfect. Sometimes I mix these a little. This is like my probably like my brunch with the girls, or I also wear these at like client visits when I'm meeting with a client because I just feel like a little boss when I wear this. So anyway, y'all ready? Y'all ready to go out? Let's go. Morning, ladies. So it is the next day. Yo, sirens have been going off all weekend. Sirens have been going off. I don't know what's happening, but ambulances have been running through this neighborhood all weekend. Anyway, It's the next day after my solo date. Yesterday was so nice. This whole weekend has been really like kind of what I needed for like a mental shift, because Friday was the start of Friday was not like a great day um, for me at work. Work has been a lot recently. I'm so grateful for this weekend. Like, I feel like it went by really quickly, but it was exactly what I needed. It just really made me feel very grateful that, like, right now I'm in problem solving mode, like in one part aspect of my life, but in every other aspect of my life, I feel very blessed to just have a strong network of love and support in my family and my friends. And I'm just grateful for where I am in my life. Like, I was just telling, I was just talking to my friend at happy hour, and just peace of mind I have, like, when an emergency happens. Like, I just had to buy a new tire for my car. Like, situations happen like that, and it's an inconvenience, but you get the job done and you move on with your life. And there were points in time where maybe, that would have sat me down for a bit, or like there are people every single day where a situation like that could be catastrophic. Like, it could prevent them from getting to work the next day. And to be in a position where that's not the case, that is a blessing. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful to be able to be able to handle emergencies and it not derail like my whole life, week, month, or whatever. And even if I feel like, even if I was financially in a situation where an emergency like that would derail me, I feel like I have so many people in my life, like, that wouldn't allow me to fall, to the point where I can't recover. And so that's a blessing. Like, and anyway, so while I may be going through like like a difficult period of time in one aspect of my life, like, I'm so fulfilled and just happy in every other aspect. Like, I cannot complain. I say all that to say, and bring it on back to like when I opened up this video, self-care and those solo dates, and just like making sure that you're surrounding yourself with those positive reinforcements are so crucial to keep your mind where it needs to be. And of course, I'm Christian. I can't talk about like mental health and being in the right mindset without also mentioning, your relationship with God, and making sure that that's in a healthy place too. And all of that together just helps you stay focused and keep your eye on the prize, and not let like all the craziness of this world like take you someplace for too long. Like, we all have moments. We all have moments, of course, but when you are like proactively making time to like reinforce positivity in your life and love in your life, then when those tough times happen, it's like you have a cornerstone to go back to that reminds you like you're more than this current situation, and life is bigger than this current situation, and your blessings are bigger than this current situation, and this too will pass. It'll be okay. That's just my morning reflections. And then my niece and my nephew are coming this evening and spending some time with me, so I got to get the house ready and I got to go grocery shopping. So I'm gonna get up soon, but goodness gracious, I am tired. Anyway, y'all, okay, my video that I just posted, well, I posted it like 2 days ago. I got 1.6 thousand views on that video. That is the most I have ever gotten. I know it's not like a lot, but for me, that's a lot. 1.6 thousand views? I feel like I have been really focused on like being more consistent with this. I love creating these videos it's just the process of editing and getting it posted. I enjoy talking about wine. I enjoy like talking about all these topics with you all. I'm a talker. So like this is just like I'm in my realm doing these videos. It's just the posting and the editing of it that be kicking my butt. And so I'm really trying to get better and more consistent at that. Y'all hear me talk about this all the time. I'm just keeping it like honest and real with y'all. Like waking up to 1.6 thousand views, that's some motivation. That's inspiring. This is just my sign that I need to hurry up, wrap this up, edit it, and get it posted. Which brings me to, please make sure you like, subscribe, and share if you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more videos like this, comment. What are some of y'all's ways to kind of stay focused and stay positive when life is lifing? Tell me what yours are in the comments, and then again, like, share, subscribe, and I will see y'all next video because another one will be going up next week. Cheers. Bye, y'all.